Deb Murphy filed this report for Sierra Wave Media. Monday's Bishop City Council meeting started with Mayor Jim Ellis's emotional announcement that former city manager Jim Tatum passed away over the weekend. Ellis called for a moment of silence, but as Deb writes, it will take more than a moment to fully understand that one of the really good guys, Jim Tatum, is gone. Tatum worked with Larry Emerson, Inyo Moto Advocates for Community Action's Housing and Planning Director, on the Silver Peaks 70-unit affordable housing project at Spruce and MacIver Streets. The site purchase agreement from the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power was unanimously approved Monday by the Bishop City Council. Now, the rest of the news from the meeting came in tidbits with some follow-up. Councilmember Stephen Muchawi asked for an update on electric vehicle recharging station as an agenda item. Here's the latest. According to Bishop Public Works Director Dave Graw, Tesla has tentatively identified a city parking lot on South Warren Street as its preferred spot. The last time Graw heard, they were working with the LADWP for the necessary power at the site. Vons applied for a building permit to install generic chargers at the Kmart Vons Center. We'd like to do whatever we can to help get the process along, Graw said, and at some point may look at developing our own project. Rahavez and Councilmember Chris Costello both reported back from the local Transportation Committee meeting. Caltrans District 9 Public Information Officer Florine Trainer verified the district will conduct a pilot study to test the feasibility of directing truck traffic to the left lane through local communities. The advantage would be a less intimidating pedestrian experience than walkers just feet away from the big rigs. Now, the study would be done in either Independence or Lone Pine. The difficulty for northbound traffic in Bishop is the number of trucks merging to Route 6 at the north end of town. The transition from the left to right lanes amidst a tangle of right turn options would be hair-raising. Those of us that drive that every day know that. One aspect of the study, according to Florine Trainer, would be the passenger vehicle comfort level stuck behind a big rig. Now, Caltrans is working on an Eastern Sierra Corridor freight study. Trainer couldn't verify any information from that study, but it is not complete. But as Muhammad indicated, an anticipated 40 to 60% increase in truck traffic. Now, according to Caltrans' average annual daily traffic count from 1992 to 2015, hauler numbers have held fairly steady, ranging from a low around 6,400 to roughly 6,700 a day measured at Line Street. Another study done in 2011 shows that just over half of those haulers were moving retail goods. A fourth of the trucks traveling the corridor were empty. And we have just mentioned the need for additional stop-off facilities for truckers, and with the recommended site at 6 acres, he figured with the cost of land to accommodate 110 trucks and the estimated income, it would take the city 100 years to break even. So don't expect a city-owned truck stop anytime soon. Thank Deb Murphy for that report. Deb also filed this story. Locals with commercial leases from the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power got a chance at input into the details of potential purchase of the land underneath their businesses earlier this month. Now more details and a potential timeline are coming to the surface. Now, the process started with a meeting with LA Aqueduct Manager Clarence Martin, staff from the department's real estate office, and area leaseholders. LADWP was looking for input from Inyo County businesses as part of a second look at its divestiture procedure. Leaseholders had until January 18th to get their suggestions back to the department. Now, while the specific numbers are not yet identified, the number of parcels hovers around 50. This according to Jessica Johnson with LADWP's Public Information Office. Now, the department is selling only commercial properties that are no longer needed for watershed protection, Johnson stated in an email. Water rights don't go with the sale. She also said the properties being considered are more or less categorized as low-hanging fruit, medium and high. The low-hanging fruit are those commercial lease properties where the lessee has shown an interest in purchasing, have water and sewer connections, and don't need any environmental assessment. An example of the fruit higher up on the land tree could be property with no water access or one that has a serious environmental impact, like a former gas station. Commercial property with no current lease could be sold through the traditional auction process. Deb's full report posted on our website, sierrawave.net. Well, the Mount Whitney Lottery, the process which awards both day and overnight hiking permits of the tallest mountain in the contiguous United States, that's been postponed. Now, typically, the lottery begins February 1st, and that is on the website recreation.gov. However, the recently awarded contractor for this site was working with the Inyo National Forest to develop the online protocol for the lottery, and this work, according to the United States Forest Service, was delayed during the government shutdown. Now, the USFS and recreation.gov are working to get the lottery functional and anticipate that it will start sometime in mid to late February. The new date will be announced when details are finalized. Mount Whitney Lottery, that addresses the overwhelming demand to complete a popular hike to the popular destination, drawing mountaineers and hikers from throughout the world. Mount Whitney at the southern end of the John Muir Trail, and one of part of several popular loop hikes in the Sierra Nevada. And the press release says United States Forest Service thanking the community for its patience while this work is being completed. And from Tom Boo, MD, Mono County Health Department, he sent out a lengthy press release noting that adolescent and child use of addictive flavored tobacco products has reached epidemic levels in our communities and across the United States. Use of e-cigarettes, vaping by high school students nearly doubled over the past year to over 1 in 5 kids, with about 1 in 10 middle school students also reporting current use of flavored tobacco products. Now, most of these kids are using flavored e-cigarettes, inhaling chemical aerosols created by heating solutions containing nicotine and flavoring agents seemingly developed for young people, the press release notes, with flavors such as gummy bear, cotton candy, berry cobbler, cherry crush, vivid vanilla, and a host of others. E-cigarette liquids are enticing to many use. Now, tobacco use, leading cause of preventable disease, disability, and death in the United States, and the rapid rise in use of flavored products threatens to reverse the recent progress in reducing tobacco use, Dr. Boo notes. Now, among minors, e-cigarettes are the most commonly used tobacco product today, although child use of flavored cigars and smokeless tobacco is also unfortunately growing. Now, to combat the rising child use of tobacco, in 2016, California raised the age for purchasing tobacco to 21 years. Currently one of 6 states requiring purchases to be 21. In other states, the age is 18. Now, in 2018, Mono County Healthy People, Healthy Communities became one of at least a dozen California communities to prohibit the sale of flavored tobacco products in unincorporated parts of the county. But Dr. Boo notes the benefits of such bans are diminished by the continued availability of these products in neighboring jurisdictions. He also said he hopes the town of Mammoth Lakes and neighboring counties recognize that the exploding public health threat of flavored tobacco products justifies making sales illegal regardless of age. That full press release posted on sierrawave.net. We'll be back with more news.